So, hey everyone, welcome to today's webinar. We're going to be talking about AI generated images and videos for your CPG brands. We have a lot of really fun information today and excited to jump into things. So, joining me is Andrew, and Andrew and his team does a lot from running growth marketing as and performance marketing through Meta and a lot of other sources. And we're going to be walking through some of the tools that he's now using to grow his brand. So, Andrew, I'm actually going to pass it over to you to jump into the
Yeah,
strategy that you're looking at and how you're thinking about growing your or growing businesses that you're working with.
yeah, definitely. And then just so y'all know, Victor's here too. He's my business partner. He just hopped in.
Hey guys.
So yeah. Yeah. Well, sweet. How many of you guys in the chat, like how many of you guys are using any kind of AI for your company right now? Like you go ahead and put like what you're using in the chat. Okay, so Jennifer is, yeah, Canva. Okay, sweet. Creatify. Okay, we like Creatify, Susan. Um, That's awesome. ChatGPT and Gemini. Yeah, content, visual, and all right, that's good. We're gonna go real deep into like content, visual, and copy. All right. So you guys are using a lot of good stuff here. Have any of y'all made videos or done any image to video, anything like that? No? I know some of y'all were using Creatify, so you've definitely done some video. Oh, sweet. So Susan has, all right, Susan. Um, yeah, that's what we're gonna really get into today, is like how to make videos that actually convert too. I don't know if y'all have had success with just making like kind of like a, like not basic video, I would say, but just trying to upload your URL and make a video. I think a lot of times I don't see that work very well. There are some edits you have to make on the back end to really get it to convert. So my last question before we get started, Susan and Trisha, have you guys like run any of these videos as ads and are they converting? Let's see. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure if they have gotten any conversions. Okay. Okay, sweet. Well, we're going to show you how to get conversions with these videos. Use them to show clients how their creative strategy would look and provide them to the company, though. Okay, sweet. Well, yeah, let's get started. I think the first thing I'm going to go over more of the prompting in ChatGPT, and then Victor's going to talk through a lot of the editing part. Victor is a killer editor, and so he's going to talk through all of that stuff. But we'll start with ChatGPT and tools first. So,
And then, Andrew, as we're getting into
mhm.
things, I'd love to think through the strategy of like, based on the work that you've done in running lots of meta ads, what you've learned about designing different creatives and your approach to like high quality single creatives versus like a large volume of creatives to start.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That's an easy question to answer. I have very strong feelings about that. I don't think anyone can produce like when you like I don't think anyone like knows exactly what's going to make their target market buy. I think we start working with broad frameworks, which requires a variety of creative, and then we get into like I know if I do a well, I'm just going to say, like, I know a lot of the time in supplements, we know if we say the government's going to ban this supplement, we know that people are probably going to buy that product. So, like, it's
It's so
like,
interesting.
yeah. And so, like, if we, yeah, we start with a wide variety. And so, like, I think I've showed this before. I think we were kind of showing how to write hooks last time, but we have a whole, like, hook SOP. So we start with, like, different styles or different kinds of ways that people might be consuming or like to consume or like to read content. These are all just general trends we've seen on TikTok, Facebook, etc. And then our biggest thing is like, I want to make, if I get an account, I'm making 5 text overlay ads with my winning hooks. I'm making 5 TikTok comment bot. These are like different styles and different frameworks in which people consume content. So we're always doing high volume. And we're also like when you say quality, we're always making sure everything is quality, but we also need to do high volume with it, or else we'll never kind of figure out what's actually going to convert in our account.
That's a
But
good
these
point. And I
are
think a lot of what I say, like quality, people think like high production cost,
no,
which
yeah,
is
no
not
high
always
production
coordinated.
cost. Yeah, exactly. No, I would not recommend, especially I was just telling Jordan before this, like there's almost not a reason to pay an influencer now. Like unless you're wanting them to post to their following or you get to whitelist with them. I honestly like I don't think it's even worth paying an influencer just to get content for your product because we can make so much so quickly with AI. So um and then I wanted to do a like real, like a live example. Can somebody send me your brand? And we'll actually do this with somebody's brand. So I'll show you a couple of the tools that we use.
Yeah, so if you want to drop your brand and your site in the chat.
Okay. Let me see. Drastic drink, 18 chestnuts. So I'm gonna look a couple of these up. Drastic drinks. Is there a website? Oh, .com. Drastic drinks. Sorry. Okay. And then drastic drink for worry free tomorrow. Let me see. Sorry, drastic drink. We need a little bit more information than this. 18chestnuts.com. I know Kay's Curries has some good stuff on there. We used her last time. Okay, so okay, this is like soup. Okay, cool. Um, let's start with this, I think. Black bean and kale soup. Okay, so actually, let me see if there's like black bean and kale soup like recipes on TikTok because this is part of it. Um,
So we have a couple of questions in here too. So we're going to be going through a lot of the tools, and then Andrew's going to be showing you kind of hands-on how to
yeah,
actually start doing a lot of this work. So stay tuned for that.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
aside from AI and all that stuff as well, I know that's the topic, but there are some very easy ad types that you can produce yourself. And I do a lot of these and I can show you that if it's helpful. So let me know in the comments as well and I can show you a few and tell you how easy it is to really just use your phone and then you have some winning ads.
okay, yeah, and yeah. Let's start with this. We'll go ahead and do 18 chestnuts this time. So. I'm going to just go through the process so you can understand it. I'll name every single tool that we're using. Um, first, the first thing you're going to do is just search your product on TikTok. So I'm just going to use a soup example. I assume for soup, people would be like kind of, it's going to be a lot of like recipes. Yeah, testing and ranking Trader Joe's. Okay, so I really like this kind of like this style. So, well, actually, I'm trying to think. This would actually probably be kind of hard with an AI influencer because they have to talk about one thing. Um, let me see. Sorry, 18 chestnuts. Soup might be a little too hard to do live. I'm gonna try the curry. So let's just do like ramen. And curry products. So yeah, so you can see like the style of videos people are creating for this kind of stuff. Okay, here you go. If you're still eating college ramen, you're doing it wrong. So I would look just for something like I would look for something like this. Although I think it's literally just the text overlay. Somebody needs to be talking. Okay, this is good. See, y'all can't hear her, but she's like, I'm doing an easy, healthy lunch, high protein, low carb lunch. We just need somebody that's like actually talking. And then we'll go to we will go to talk downloader. It's called snaptick.com. And what we're going to do is you're just going to pull the video. And then once you have the video, we'll upload it to Descript. So let's go home. You can upload multiple videos at once. Usually I'm pulling like 5 to 10 scripts. So you're going to want to go on TikTok and pull like 5 to 10 of the top videos in your category that you can find. So I'm going to upload this video, and then what do I want it to do? I just want to translate that video or transcribe. Whoops. Oh, I did do it on here over here.
So then Descript, Andrew, you're using this to
Yeah.
get the get like the text script that like an influencer or someone's using. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just to get the transcript. So it's just the easy way to pull the transcript. There's a lot of these apps. It doesn't need, oh my gosh, I keep hitting the wrong thing. I'm trying to talk and drive at the same time, and it's not working. Okay, there's a lot of these apps, but we're just using this to get the script, basically. So get a transcript. Here we go. Let's try. So it's going to transcribe it for me. And just so you know, if you don't you don't have to use videos from your industry. Like if you have competitor videos that are doing really well, like I'd pull all those. If it's an adjacent industry, like you could use somebody who's talking about like sandwiches, right? Like, and then you can reformat it for your brand. So that's the biggest thing is like, you don't have to use it. It doesn't have to be exactly in your industry and exactly what you're selling. It just needs to be adjacent and generally applicable to what you're doing. So
And then Andrew, for the videos, are you looking for things that have like high engagement or high view counts? Like what makes for the videos that you're pulling?
yeah, some of it's definitely just like high engagement, high view counts, or just like things that I like. Like I think you kind of start to pick up like, can you post what you put in it? Yeah, like that's kind of like this is kind of interesting. Because they're like, can you post what you put in it? It's really keeping the loop open, right? 5 minute coconut curry ramen. I'm also listening to the videos too. Like you want them to be informational. You want them to be talking about the product, benefits of it. You want them to have like a strong hook as well. Like there's one here that says like curry ramen hack. Um, oh, sorry, my screen just froze. There we go. Curry ramen hack. Like this is great. So I'm looking for videos like this and people like talking over them because I just want to make sure I can get I want to get the transcript. So here we go. It looks like it loaded twice. So I'm going to pull this and put this into ChatGPT now. Um, There we go. And then I'm gonna exit out of the Chrome tabs as I go so my computer doesn't just like crash. Um, so that was Descript. Now we're coming into ChatGPT. All right, so now what I want to do is like get everything, like I want to take everything from my page, literally just Control A and then Control C to copy it. The more information you have about your product, the better. So like let me put this in here. So like you're gonna ask ChatGPT, can you rewrite this for my product? The product information is below. I would also tell it a little bit about your product. Um, so we'll do like product. So I'll put everything from the page on there. And then write this video trends. And then I would tell it a little bit about your product too, like case there is, let's see if you just have like an about section. Case currents. Let me see.
Just add water and cook. Now that you point out,
Yeah.
I feel like that's missing.
Yeah. Okay. Case currents is a easy. Yeah. Case currents is a easy way to eat healthy. You just add water and cook. Is it low carb? Like it's low calorie?
Yeah, free from top 9 allergens, gluten-free,
Yeah.
nut-free, stuff like that.
It's food. Oops. Okay. Okay, so I would also just tell it a bit about my product information. Yeah, so a lot of times I have to prompt it a few different times. I actually don't mind this, but let's go back to our ChatGPT prompts. So I'll ask.
So that list you're just showing is a list of prompts that you have tested out and pre-made, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The hooks need to generate. Sorry, I need to rewrite this for the script. The script needs to generate intrigue and needs to start at the climax of the problem. Students can really hook them in. Try again. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna ask it to search TikTok for like related content and like competitors for reviews and incorporate those into here. So yeah, so this is a little better. Now it's making me a bunch of them, which is great. And then these are great. It's better, but not looking for, can you scan TikTok for, can you scan TikTok? These are better, but not quite what I'm looking. Can you scan TikTok for, competitors and comments on popular videos? Can you also analyze my competitors' comments and benefits and add them to the script as well? Yeah, it can scan anything. So that's why we like it. It's gonna look, it's gonna watch, it'll tell you it's gonna scan TikTok and a couple of other things in a second. But yeah, we use it to do like competitive analysis too. Yeah, I'll send you guys this chat so you have it. We use it to use competitive analysis. You can have it you can actually even just have it make so see, now it's browsing TikTok for competitor review and comments. You can have it yeah, scan TikTok, scan your competitors. You can ask it what is my competitor doing that people dislike about them? If you're looking to create a product, or like what do people dislike about my competitor's product? And then you can incorporate it into your product. There's a lot of things that it can do, that used to take quite a long time to do manually. So it's really pretty crazy.
So Andrew, while it's doing this as well, just at the roadmap,
Yeah.
right now you're working to like create some scripts and get some initial starting content for the videos. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, and you can kind of see we went from this looking for a quick, healthy, and satisfying meal to I like that. It's kind of funny now. It's like hook with chaos, resolve with K's curry. So dinner time, you're starving, the fridge is empty. It's kind of like setting up the script. We do need to edit these because a normal person wouldn't say stop, there's another way, right? So it needs to be in language that makes sense. Like if we were talking in conversational. I think instead of a lot of times it does it from third person. So here I would say when we edit this one, I would say, I was so tired of so-called healthy meals. I was still gaining weight even though I was eating things that had low carbs. Turns out I was just allergic to all the hidden junk in these products, right? So you still have to think through it a little bit. wow, it thought for almost 2 minutes. I must have really confused it. So yeah, so it's gonna give you all this super fast but can feel light. Yeah, so like you're getting all this, like this is like really good data, right? Frozen aisle biryani. So these are all like pain points, right? Like you could say like tired of frozen aisle biryani, right? Frozen regret. Yeah. Yeah, your 4 kids frozen biryani and soggy dumpling, salty mush. So but yeah, see, it's kind of like it's finding like real, like it's starting to find real like um things people are saying. It still sounds a little like it still doesn't sound exactly how I want it to. So I can ask it, can you talk in first person and in a more conversational tone while using language people used.
And one
Use.
hack
So,
for this, by the way, team, is
yeah.
using words that people use. One of my favorite things to do internally is something I call the mirror method. And that's essentially where you go to Reddit as well as Amazon reviews, as well as social, and you scrape all the comments, all the reviews, and all the threads that are talking about you or an alternative solution, something that people are using that's not yours. And then you plug all of that into GPT and you say, hey, tell me what are the top 3 complaints?
Yeah.
Also, what are the top 3 things people really love? And then after that, when you do what Andrew's doing here, you can say, hey, all the people that are in my audience talk like all the people that are in the reviews that I've uploaded. So now make the text overlays as well as the script sound like them, because you can use you have to, this is how you actually succeed, use their words to sell to them, because you don't have to reinvent the wheel or try. People will recognize those who are like them by the words that they use, and then the things that you'll be able to position yourself with will be more relatable.
Yeah, Victor, I think that's so important too, because so many times, like as the brand owner or founder, you're like thinking about things in a very like top-down way from like, okay, this is ideally the best case scenario, like what I would want someone to think about when they use my product. But when people are actually talking about it, they'll use different language.
Exactly. And I think that's such a great point, Jordan, for everybody here. It's like go to switch your role. Be your own customer and then talk about your product.
Yeah.
That's one
Yeah.
of the easiest things to do, because when we're owners, I can sit here and say, "Hello, everybody. We're gonna go through how to actually scale with ads today." I can say that, or I can say, "Hey, as a founder, growing in 2025 just seems so freaking ridiculous. All I really want to tell you guys is what's working in terms of ads, and then how to make some videos that actually will bring in sales." So that's
Yeah.
speaking in that same term instead of saying, hey, here's all these proprietary methods and here's what we're doing.
Mhm. Well, and y'all can see here too, like I think this is a real like I would be pretty bullish on the script. It's like, okay, meal kits had me in a chokehold for a while. A lot of people do that, right? So it's comparing it like it's like you can kind of start to get it to compare it to things people are doing and how this is an improvement over that. And so, but who has time to measure spices paste, read like 12 steps after work? Half the time I give up in order to take out anyway, this packet. I wouldn't use the brand name. I know a lot of people like they're like branding. We have to use the brand name. We have to say the product. Like, don't do that. Like, just like keep it open. Like, just say like I would say this packet had a whole different vibe. 1 pot of water, 20 minutes. That's it. Vegan, gluten free. But I swear it tastes like I ordered biryani from. Oh my gosh, I can never say this right. Biryani from a restaurant. So like this is like I'm gonna just take this script. So we like this, and then we like to go to. I like ARC ads. Let me do this. So
And then I put 2 of the most powerful positioning angles in the chat. These are also the ones I go to first with anything. I target
yeah,
failed solutions and I talk about failed solutions. So, failed solutions are solutions people are using instead of your solution and the things
yeah,
they complain about. And then the other thing is desired results. They desire this, and so you can talk about that, and then a combo of the 2 would be pretty powerful too.
yeah, exactly. And then here, so I like Judy, Julie, and Violet. In ArcAds, we get conversions on all three of these girls. So you don't have to like try and test a bunch of different stuff. And sorry guys, we pretty much only use girls in our ads. They just convert better. So, so but yeah, Violet, like let's just add her. But we're gonna give her a script. I know you can't hear this. Um, but and you might have to edit her a little bit. But
Andrew, can you go through a little bit more about this tool?
yes, yeah. So this is yeah, so this is a AI, sorry, this is an AI like it just generates like face to camera. Actually, let me show you the whole tool. Um
Is it like AI avatars, is it usually called?
yeah, and you can do female, senior, right? I can do Hanukkah. I could do green screen. Like you can put people in all kinds of different situations, right? Jim, like so she's just like on a yoga mat. Um, but yeah, there's all kinds of like, you could have them doing yoga.
Oh, look at the
You could have
kitchen.
them
Is
on
there good ones in the
oh,
kitchen?
kitchen. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right there.
Here you go. Kitchen. Yeah, they could be chopping something.
Chopping something works often, really
Yeah.
well.
So let me see. What is this one? She's like burning they have hooks in front of them. Sometimes she's like burning a piece of paper. Um, but yeah, you can have that. What's she doing? She's chopping something. Yeah. But yeah, you can like, I mean, there's even like pregnant women on here too. So if you if you're like selling a baby product, like there's kind of almost anything. It's kind of just like pick what you want. Um, and so this is like, yeah, there's a gal with a baby, certain like accessories, fridge, like holding fruit, headphones on, like there's just so many different things you can do with this. And then okay, so that's ArcAds. There are a couple of things to note when you're doing this. I always turn the stability up. I always turn the similarity up and I always slow them down a little bit to about 1.05x. So these should be on like 0.85, 0.85. This is crazy. Don't mess with, they need to figure out like, they need to figure the style exaggeration thing out. This is crazy. Just leave this on 0. It starts to do crazy things with the audio when you add it. So, um, but yeah, let's say, so if you have like, and I would listen to them. You guys can't hear the audio on the call, but I would listen to them first. And then for voices, we really like Judy and we like excited or smiling Judy. So both of these sound like really good. They're like some like ArcAds excels at like having like really good um like mouth matching, like mouth movement matching, and it sounds really, really real. Creatify is like it's better at like, and we'll go through Creatify here in a second, like making edits, changing the background. It's like kind of an editor too. ArcAds is just like, give me your script. I'm gonna have somebody talk through it. That's kind of what ArcAds is. Um, so then you would generate the video, um, and yeah, so it'll generate. I'm just gonna let it generate. And then the other thing is Creatify. So let me okay, here we go. So analyze URL. So it's gonna so it's gonna like pull in all of your stuff. I would tell it to pull in like, I would give it as many pictures as you can. If you have any other assets, you can add them there. Um, Next, we want Facebook. Yeah, 9 by 16. Target audience is like, let's just say like meal. Okay, cool. Look, we have this. Gluten-free diet followers, Indian cuisine. There we go.
So do these two softwares do a similar thing or different?
They do the exact same thing, but Creatify, you can edit it a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, we use both depending on like what we're doing. Um, ArcAds honestly looks the most real. Like, And then Creatify is just, you can edit it a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna add our own script in here. It will generate scripts for you too, but like, let's see if it can figure it out, but it might not be able to. Yeah, there it goes. This vegan brownie literally takes 20 minutes. I'm obsessed with how easy this is. See, I don't really love like these scripts are like okay to me. Like they're not like I like how ChatGPT said it. Like these are first person storytelling style people actually using TikTok reviews. Start with a relatable fail and then casually share the hack to your product. So it's just problem solution, right? So whereas like Creatify, like I don't think these scripts are bad and like like I don't think these are bad. I don't think they're that good either, right? And so I think that's where like I like you to make your own script. It's also going to make you a better copywriter, which like you don't need to know everything as a founder, but you definitely need to know how to sell your product and you definitely need to know what words are going to sell your product. So you at least need to know like that I would say is essential as a founder. Right? Because your job, like your main job is like sales and product, right? So and then yeah, so you can add the script here. And then let's see, just do next. You can pick who you want. So like you can really pick anyone. Let's see. Let's use this girl. And well, she's not really by. It'd be nice if there was somebody in a kitchen. Let's see. Indoor. Well, I guess this girl's in a kitchen. Okay, let's just use her for now. So um yeah, I'm just going to show you some of the editing tools in here because it's actually pretty cool. And it's easy to switch out backgrounds too in Creatify, which is a lot of what we do with the ARC ads, like videos. It's still going. And then while we're doing that, other notable mentions. So like Creatify, Victor, is ARC ads a HeyGen wrapper? Do you remember, or is it its own thing?
I think it's its own thing.
Okay. So like most of these tools are just HeyGen wrappers. This is like the base tool for like 90% of all these like AI like video tools you see online. This is pretty cheap to use. If you just want to get started, you could play around with this. It's like $30 a month. You can make as many videos as you want. Um, so there's HeyGen. And then there's also Icon. Icon is really cool. It's its own thing too. They have their own like AI. They have their own like way of creating videos. So I like I like Icon a lot. They need to work out a few more kinks than these other people, but it's still worth playing around with. So I just wanted to show you these two because they're notable mentions. And Victor, do you want to talk about Icon for a second? Because I know you like them
Yeah.
more
It
than I
looks like
do.
Icon's using or talking a lot about products in here too.
Yeah,
Icon
yeah,
does.
yeah.
Icon has a lot of features. They have, I mean, they're trying to be everything for you regarding ads, which is pretty powerful, where they're able to give you the tools that are like motion, right? Motion, where you can analyze creative, you can do ad spy, and all these different things. They also have a way to just generate a bunch of static ads for you. I will say this as a disclaimer: all these tools, the AI's arms race, it's it's helpful, but having the foundational understanding of why ads and creatives actually sell will help you to not get all messed up by all the tools, because it'll generate a lot. And if you're going to test everything that the tool throws out, which we've done, there could be some wasted money there. So, that's where I'm thinking when you're looking at your ads and stuff, there are some things that you can do simply. And then as far as looking at AI, do a combo. So one of the things that I might be jumping ahead of myself in this call is Andrew talked about editing. So one way to just do it is you can do a combination of AI avatar plus B-roll, right? Any kind of footage that you have with your product details. Another thing that I've seen people do, which is pretty smart, is they have instances of other people's videos and then they test it, right? You'll have to kind of play around with that and then create your own. But there's a dog food brand, for example, and they have the intro as an AI creators talking about, well, I really, found that this real food pet base is really awesome for my dog, and it switches to a real footage of somebody feeding their dog, but that's not the same AI creator or anything. It's just footage. And then you do a combo of that, and then boom, you have this. The last tool I will give you that is automatic AI, but you have to input a video, is captions. So caption has a way to do it, and actually I have an example. Funny enough, it's me, but okay, it's not perfect.
Oh, do you want to
Andrew,
share, Victor? I
yeah,
don't know
can I
if you
share
have to.
screen real quick? And I'm gonna see if I can optimize for sound.
Yeah, you should be able to, Victor, now.
Okay, can you guys see this?
Yeah.
All right, so I literally just recorded this video, just the footage. I threw it into captions, and it did everything else. Everything else you see is captions, except for me talking.
It increases intracellular NAD levels. As we age, these levels go down, and we need to have them brought back up. For NMN, I tried Ginfinity's Vitality Boost. It allowed me to achieve the NAD levels equal to that of an 18-year-old's.
So all those cuts, right? It's just like boom, 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 boom. That was all captions. So you just have to have the right video. And then as far as the right video goes, that I just end up, we had a Brian Johnson video that was really good. He's the guy on Netflix that Don't Die, and he did a similar video. I just took that script and then said it myself, exactly like him, and the ad performs.
Nice. I like that, using that as an example. You said that was called captions?
Yeah, it's cool. So it's called the AI edit part. And then one note there is, if you use some of their AI features, then they will charge you extra, not on top of the AI editor. There are things where if you generate images inside of captions right there, they will charge you. I don't do that. I already find my own image, or I use the thing that they push. There's no need to spend extra money on generating images in there if you already can generate image with ChatGPT.
Cool.
And Andrea asked if I can only pick how much experience do you have with creating images and videos? Okay. I would say if you had to just choose one, you have no help. I mean, captions will do all the edits for you. I would choose captions, start there. You'd still have to record the raw video at least. But that's what I'd recommend.
Yeah,
Would you recommend something differently, Andrew?
I mean, I think Creatify has like most of it like streamlined. It's just like put in your URL, pick your like add your script. It'll even write scripts for you. If you just want like easy mode, I think Creatify is like a good place to start. So that's what I'm on right now.
Wait, actually, why don't you do a combo? Creatify for your actor, so you don't have to record yourself. Put that
Yeah,
raw video of Creatify into Caption, and then have Caption edit it for you, add music and everything.
yeah. You can turn yourself into an AI too. HeyGen will like turn you into an AI. You just have to upload video of you like talking. So if you wanna do that.
So then,
But
Andrew, this is the video that Creatify made based on this, right?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
Wait,
so
can
yes.
you share your sound, Andrew?
Oh
So
yeah, let me see if I can do that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And just so you know, Creatify
yes.
doesn't render like Creatify does not render the like lips until like you actually render the video, so it's gonna look way off, just so you know.
Half the time I'd give up and order takeout anyway. This packet from okay, meal kits had me in a chokehold for a while, but who has time to measure spice paste and read like 12 steps after work? Half the time I'd
Then you can edit it. Like you will probably need to edit it some. Like to be honest, I don't like the music.
Hey, meal kits had me in a chokehold for a while, but who has time to measure spice paste and read like 12 steps after
And you
work?
can like
Half the time
this is
I'd give
what's
up and order
interesting is
takeout.
like you can change like how they're like the format of it too. So
Yeah, actually, I would say for now, guys, if you had to choose one, Creatify will do the job. If you want
yeah.
to, yeah, so Jordan already answered. Nice. But the other thing is, if you want the extra quick effects, you can do a combination with captions, and they have some free trials. I will say one more thing about this. If you want your AI person
This
to look
packet from Kay's Curries, whole
somewhat
different
real.
vibe. One pot, just water, 20 minutes. That's it. It's vegan.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Victor. I
No,
just
you're
realized
you're
because
all
we were sharing
good.
sound, I was talking over you. I didn't mean to do that.
No,
Yeah, go
you're
ahead.
all good.
Yeah.
So if you want it to generate, make it look more like a real person, do quick edit, quick cuts. So
Mm.
she would be zooming in and out or different positioning, all that stuff, and it looks real. I have an example that I can show you guys after Andrew's done as well on what it takes to make an AI person kind of look real.
Yeah. And then also too, I think if you have like, I know this is the main thing that like is hard about these platforms. Like you're gonna get content if you do it with just Creatify, but like what we see really convert is like I was showing Jordan this earlier. Like I just had it. Let me find it again. What we see really convert is like you go through this process with arc ads and then you just use them as a green screen person over a
In
different
college, I could go
background.
out 3 nights in a row,
Like, this is
survive on
AI.
pizza and 4 hours of sleep, and still make it to an 8 a.m. class. Now in my 30s, one night out, and I'm Googling how to cure.
We also like to put the captions over their mouth so you can't see that it's off a little bit. And we like to try and kind of make them smaller on the screen. That helps too. But yeah, we'll do like different, like we'll do all kinds of different stuff. Like, we have
Don't
like,
get
we'll
scammed
screen
by buying
record
this
the
biotin
website.
from a third party. I spent hundreds of dollars and months of my life using the wrong biotin. If you ordered my Biotin Pro Clinical, the one with MB40X and astaxanthin,
like
this
this
one right
one,
here, and your capsules
like
don't
this
look
works
right,
really
and you're
well.
sitting
But yeah, change like having them green screen over like a product image, a screen recording of the website, like what else? Just like a popular video that you've used, some influencer videos they let you use. Like there's all kinds of stuff. You could even like do a screen recording of like Google search. Like it's really up to you, like how you want to, what you want to do. So
And I think part of what we were talking about as well, right? Like before, if you're recording this video, it might take you a couple hours or something to do each
yeah.
one. But if you create a process and say, all right, we're going to create 15 different ad types with different scenes, different backgrounds, you can use AI to generate the videos, then you can edit kind of on like the different styles of having someone talk over B-roll or over images or over a screen share and integrate in those different selling points to see which ones actually convert the best. So instead of testing just like one ad that you labor over, you can test 5, 10, 15 different ads or creatives, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and like the thing, like here, I'll show you. This is just the product background.
I was
like
this close to
for
dropping
this with a
serious money
TikTok
on that
comment
super
box on
expensive hair
it. Like this gets really big really fast. Like let's just say I have 5 scripts, right? Um, like, and let's just say I have 2 different influencers, that's 10 ads. And then let's just say I have 5 different backgrounds, right? That's 50 ads. So you can see like this gets huge really quick. So there's like, you can produce a lot of content very quickly just by coming up with like, yeah, it could even be like, look, you could just take something like this, right? And then just screen somebody over this like image and then have them talk about it. So, like it could be anything. Like we even reach out to people on TikTok, like, and like, let's see if you have any. Yeah, like I would like reach out. Oh no, this is you. You could just do like the cooking part of this video, right? So you could have somebody like you already have this content of this person like cooking the curry, and then you could just slap your AI influencer over this, right? So like a lot of you probably already have this content of like you doing something.
Yeah, you can make it
Case.
curiosity driven. You can
Yeah.
cut the sound and then have somebody else like, it's like you won't guess. You won't guess what she's actually putting into the pan.
Yeah, like this is great. Like if you don't have content like this, literally just like go make it with your product. Like go make like cooking the product, somebody cooking the product or drinking that. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. There just needs to be motion because that's what's catching the person's attention. So there's motion in it. Like you could green screen over this. Like this is a very easy video to make. And this would work like great because people just like people zone out watching cooking videos and stuff. Like, so, um, okay,
Cool.
so
Andrew, so we have about
that's,
10 minutes left.
yeah.
What's kind of next after generating a couple of these videos?
Oh man. All right. Well, after you generate a couple of these, yeah, this needs to be like 3 hours, Jordan. I know this is like way too much information for everybody, but you get a recording. And I'm going to simplify it right now. If you just want like an easy thing to do, just go use Creatify. That's the easy way to do this. You should definitely practice like writing scripts and prompting ChatGPT, just as a founder to like help you sell your product. But the easiest thing is just use Creatify. And then two more things really quickly. So we really love Poppy if you want to like connect things. So if you want to make your own GPT for your brand, this saves everything. So you can save your competitor videos. You could save YouTube videos in here. You could save your website in here. You could save any USPs in like a Google Doc. This is like a place to like add everything together. It could be like the brain of it would be like the brain of your brand. And so that's what this is. And then you could have it like, and then whenever you need like more copy or more hooks, it'll just, or more scripts, right? You could just save your top converting scripts in here along with all the other brand information. It'll spit all of that out. Um, I'll go to questions. This is going to take one more minute. And then another cool thing, it's called enhancer.ai. I was showing Jordan this before. ENHANCOR. This, like, so you could see like the original image was this girl with this red dress. I just told it to add this blue dress to the girl. So if you have a product and you need to switch it out, like we've been doing this with our fashion clients, like we've been having them like they'll take a picture of just one person in a shirt and then they'll just start swapping out the shirt because they have photos of the shirt with this kind of thing. So if you have somebody holding your product or you need to swap something out real quick, um, this is pretty easy to use. And then yeah,
It works with
that's
like someone holding a product in their hand
yeah.
or like just a background with product, right?
Yeah, you could like pull something from Google, like somebody holding like a product in their hand and then like swap it out with your product. Like super easy to use. So um, all right, I'll stop there. Does anyone?
So then I guess Andrew, theoretically, like when you're working and you and the team are working with clients and you're kind of building out this content, you're kind of starting with those hook formulas and essentially like doing this process for each of those hooks to test out.
Yeah, so when we have like winning, we run like a large hook test to figure out like what hooks convert, and then we'll start to like yeah, make scripts out of those hooks. We'll start to like create, we can even create images out of those hooks now, right? You can create videos out of the hooks. Like you can do all kinds of things with them now. And so that's kind of the first part. And then, yeah, we get into like, we'll add like a winning hook to like a script that we came up with, right? And then do the process we just showed you where we like upload the script to ArcAds and then start changing out the backgrounds. That's the thing that I see convert the best is like getting that script and then changing out the backgrounds. That's like the number one thing that I see convert really well. And then adding just like a TikTok comment box or something over it. So
Okay, cool. Um, Sweet. So that's great. So I know there's a bunch of questions that people have. So in the last 10 minutes or so, if you want, you can ask your question again in the chat, or you can come up and ask it directly. We just ask to keep it succinct. So Catherine said, do you know if there's any new features coming out where the AI bot is performing any small task? Um, Catherine, do you have more to add to that? Like any specific, like are you talking like operational tasks or creative?
yeah, I would say ChatGPT has agents now, so you can go tell your agent to do something. I've seen people use it for like chatting online to like get a better deal on like a TV, doing a quick edit to something. But yeah, ChatGPT has an agent. You can also automate things in N8N. So we're actually trying to like automate our entire process in N8N right now. So hopefully like we're kind of just trying to make a better version of Creatify, where Creatify is like I feel like Creatify was made by like not like was not made by somebody like it was made by a marketer but it wasn't made by somebody who like was really into creative. And so we're going to make kind of like this SaaS that is our process, made by someone who's like really into creative and like creative iteration. So yeah, you have to get a business account on ChatGPT um, to use the agent. But yeah, you can like, I mean, I can show you guys it. So
Catherine, you
like,
And
said more like
then
opening a package that looks like yours.
somebody's asking, so there are a few people that are asking about seeing the data. So I'm just gonna show. I don't know if you guys can see my phone.
Yeah.
So it's my new Instagram page, and you should be able to see this bar that says professional dashboard. So when you go there, you'll be able to see the data that you're looking for. So for whatever post. So let me click on it, and then you have an insights section, and then you can see your here top content. So that's in my creator account. And so I switched from a business to a creator, and I've experimented with this a couple of times, but I hope that answers the question of where you look at the content performance if you're not running ads.
Sure. I was more like a trying to ask like I reached out to a few influencers. I wanted to check their engagement and view profile. So I was leaning towards that direction. What would
Okay,
be
so
good tools?
you
Good
want to
tools
see the
for that.
engagement rate.
Right, right.
Okay, yeah, there are tools. I mean, I used to just use whatever scanners. Are you looking at Instagram or TikTok?
Both actually.
Okay, for TikTok, I love Kalo data.
oh yeah.
It's very powerful. You can see how much money an influencer actually made from selling. And you'd be surprised because they will have a smaller following, but their revenue generated monthly is huge. So Kalo data is the most powerful I found for TikTok. Instagram, it's a like spotty. You just have to kind of see, and you have to know the audience size plus engagement rate. So obviously if they're over 100,000 or more and they have at least like a 3 to 4% engagement rate, that's pretty decent. But then if they have like millions, but then they have just a very, very small engagement, meaning if you can tell fake profiles because anybody can buy that as well. So I would kind of look into that. But I think right now all the rage is on TikTok Shop in terms of a lot of these smaller CPG stuff. So it's worth looking into.
Awesome. Love that.
Great.
Andrew
Thank you.
and Victor, it just made me wonder because TikTok Shop is like huge for a lot of influencers creating content.
Yeah.
Um, have you seen any benefit of like using TikTok, like working with influencers still who like are big on TikTok Shop to sell things? Versus have you even looked at doing your own like t AI TikTok creator who's selling your own products kind of thing?
Oh yeah, I see that in the affiliate like world all the time. There's people that are posting. Honestly, a lot of ads we're running for our affiliate offers are like AI. I see a lot of people posting AI content that's like getting, I mean, it's pretty over the top and like dramatic, but like it is working. Like it does work. Like you can post this stuff as like, and I see a lot of podcast like style interview like formatted kind of things working on TikTok. So like it's two people having a conversation, but they're both AI generated and it looks like they're on a podcast. Um,
And I
that's what
guess
I've seen.
Andrew and Victor, I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious. I know a lot of founders are thinking about this in terms of like the role. Like, is everything in 5 years just going to be like AI generated avatars selling stuff? And is that still going to work? Or like, where's that balance between like AI, real people buying products, or is like AI just going to be selling to other AI kind of
I
things?
think real people will be for real life. I think the internet is going to be absolutely just flooded with AI in like 5 years. I think I think you'll meet real people in real life. I think it's going to like regress a little bit. Like you used to meet real people on the internet like in the 2000s and like now it's, post 2015, it's been like freaking bots and stuff. And like it's only going to get worse. I think it's going to go back to like you're going to have to go interact with real people in real
Yeah,
life
like
because
online's gonna be for entertainment or something, and you don't know what's
yeah,
real or what's not, but it doesn't matter. And I like
yeah,
that real life is for real people. Um,
exactly.
Andrea had a quick question just in terms of, can you share some basic guidance on ad spend and volume of ads as you're getting started to test?
Yeah, definitely. So minimum ad spend I would test with is like um $50 per ad set. So and then 5 ads in each ad set. The ad should be like a similar concept. So like it should be like a TikTok like comment box for 5 ads, or it's like maybe 5 ads without the TikTok comment box, but they all kind of need to be a similar concept. You don't want a bunch of, you're testing the concepts in your ad sets. You don't want a bunch of different ads because they can, like different concepts interact differently within the ad set. So it could kind of muddy your data. It's like maybe this ad looks really good, but it only was performing because Facebook was showing this other ad first. It's like we want to like really make sure our concept is solid before we start mixing ads. But yeah, $50 a day, 5 ads. Go make 5 scripts and change the background to like a screen recording. That's like the easiest first thing to do. And that pretty much works like 90% of the time to get conversions. So
Awesome, love that. So just a couple things as we're closing out. Andrew, Victor, thank you so much for going into all of the details. There's a lot here. So a couple of things. We're going to be sharing a list of most of the tools that we talked through kind of in the recap, so you can check those out and some general ways of how to use it. I also just dropped in the chat linked if this is like overwhelming for you, but you still want to get into it, like how to get in touch with Andrew and Victor and their team to work with them, not just on the creative, but actually running ads, coming up with offers. And then we did cover a lot around actually just like the creative today, but we've actually done deep dives before on running ads and coming up with landing pages. And so I just put a link in the chat to the webinar we did with Andrew a couple months ago on like live meta ad reviews and walking through like landing pages, along with links on like their ad framework, how to create high converting landing pages. The last link there is just like a link to some of the content that we've created with them so that you can really go in and learn about this stuff, because the content is just one element, but it's getting the right offer, getting the right audience, and getting them to actually convert, which is so important. So Andrew, Victor, thanks so much for being on today and diving into this. I know we do need like a 3-hour session. We'll just create a series or something
yeah.
to each one of these.
Yeah, just reach out if anybody has questions. It's a
Yeah.
deep dive. Happy to answer. It's a deep dive, but it's fun when you catch it and you end up succeeding. It does feel like a very good high.
Love that. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great week.
All right, peace.
Yeah.